So we're welcome back. Good morning. Today is the 21st of Kislev. We are in Shulchan Aruch, Bezrat Hashem, in Siman Mem Vav, continuing in Halacha Dalet, on page 148. Tzarich levarech b'chol yom shelo asani oved. Look at this. What a lead up, huh? What a lead up. Every day you have to say to Hashem with a great joy that you didn't make me a goy. Huh? Politics. Hashem, you didn't make me a goy. Asani aved. You have to say you didn't make me a slave. What is a slave? Today, many things could mean a slave. Slave could mean I'm a slave to my car. Those guys washing the car all day like this, making sure there's no dents. Oh yeah. Shelo asani isha. What is isha? Isha is busy with beautifying herself all day. She's patur from elevating herself. What is a good thing about being a man? You're given an opportunity to elevate yourself. A woman doesn't have that opportunity. We're not here disgracing a woman. The woman is exempt from elevating herself. Hashem says, "Don't worry, my baby. Just stay there. It's okay. It's okay. Go take care of the babies." You, man, you could elevate yourself. You have opportunity. Shelo asani isha. Hashem, thank you for giving me that opportunity that I, on my own, will elevate myself. That's what it means. That Hashem, thank you for not making me a woman. What does a woman say? She's saying the other way around. She has to be grateful that she doesn't have to be busy. She's already elevated enough. In holiness, she doesn't have to be busy to elevate herself. And she has to say thank you for that, even though it's a sad thing. It's the other way around. Some people love to do work. Some people want to perfect themselves. Woman doesn't have to perfect themselves. That level as a man. The men are all the way in the ditch. All the way in the ditch. So we are saying thank you for giving us the opportunity to elevate ourselves to become holy. Women are saying, unfortunately, thank you Hashem for letting me be stuck that I don't have to elevate myself. And that's it. And she has to say it with a zest. She has to say it with love. Kirtzono. A woman has to say this bracha that I'm appreciative of you, Hashem. That the way I am, that even though I'm losing out on trying to perfect myself. Yeah, but a man has to be happy. Baruch Hashem, I am able to perfect myself. Mm-hmm. More and more. But a woman, it's a haram. People think, look at this. Even they're blessing disregarding a woman. You don't know how to learn? Go learn more. Even Ger says, Shelo asani goy. Why? We'll see later. So what does he say? So what does a Ger say? I don't understand. Ger, ואפילו גר היה יכול לברך כך. מה זה כך הזה? What does he say? Let's see for the chet. לברך שעשני ger. So he has to say that. כך means over here, he made me ger. But I don't know. If you take a look, according to Kabbalah, he was a Jew before. He's a Gilgul. Every Ger was a Jew before. Okay? So right now he's not, I guess, Ger. So that's a title. But if you listen to rabbis who talk about Gerim and what's the purpose of Ger, he was actually a Jew who sinned. The sin that was requiring, which the rabbi says, which sin? He sinned some kind of sin. No, he married a Goya. A Jew who married a Goya later on is born as a Goy, and then he has to go back to become a Jew. That's the Ger. Meaning he was a Goya. Then what about if he's a different type of Ger? That he was with an animal. When he was a Jew that goes with an animal, he becomes like a very, very distressed nation of Goy, and then this Jew becomes a Ger from that nation. He was with an animal. Mm-hmm. He did Avira. So again, so Rabbi Meir Eliyahu points out a few things. If the Ger becomes, if a Jew slept with an animal, he becomes a Goy, and then he has to become a Ger. That's the worst solution. But if a Jew sleeps with a Goya, then he comes back as a Ger, then he becomes a Ger, regular. Meaning there's levels of Ger. Mm-hmm. It depends which nation they come from. So if it's like let's say regular nation, which is like let's say European nations or something like that, not the most despised. There are some despised nations. So it depends. If he was with an animal, I believe, then he comes from the most despised nations in the world. If he was with a goya, then okay, they give him an opportunity to become from a regular goyish, regular. I mean, they're all despised, obviously. According to Shulchan, they're all dangerous, but still, that's the avirah, that he has to do some kind of avirah. And so the question is, over here he says he should make a bracha shasani ger, no? Right. So again, he doesn't say, we say shelo asani goy. He says shasani ger. Shasani ger. Just like a woman who says that shasani kirsono. Okay. The anashim mibarachot shasani kirsono. Okay, as we already explained, women, they say kirsono, they have to say it with a lot of thank you, even though not thank you that I don't have to be busy learning Torah like a man is. They have to. We tell her to be thankful, even though you don't have that opportunity to elevate yourself like a man does, right. But you're already on a higher level enough that you don't need it. But the woman has to say thank you for that. Meaning, it's like somebody has what's his name? Somebody has to earn his keep, right? And let's say a fisherman, right? We don't fish. We all don't fish because we buy fish in the supermarket. Mm-hmm. But there are men who will not touch fish from anywhere unless they caught it. Right? What is the difference? The difference is when I fish, that whole milchoma, that it's a game. I won. I caught my kid. Right? So he has that special zest. We're just like the woman. So we compare ourselves to the fishermen. That we have to elevate ourselves to the Torah. But the woman says, "What's the big deal? I go to the supermarket. I buy fish." So that's what we do. We buy a supermarket. So that's the same level. The level is the woman doesn't have to go out fishing. She's already on that level. So she says, even though she's missing out on going hunting for the fish, she's missing out on that, and that's why she has to say, Kirtzono Hashem, thank you, and she has to be happy, by the way. Not, there's two types of happiness. Some women say, oh, I'm happy, I don't have to be busy. No. You have to be happy even though you don't have the opportunity. And that's a big different level. Oh, yeah, this is a whole big discussion. Hey, im kadam uberech zokef kefufim, kodem sheberech matir asurim. So now Maran over here says, you made up an order, you messed up an order that Hashem zokef kefufim, right? Zokef kefufim meaning you already stood up, right? Remember he said that in his order that as soon as you you get up. So again, you picked up your from the bed, your matir asurim, that you are freed from what's his name, and zokef kefufim that you start walking. So he says, what happens if you change the order? So you said Zokef Kefufim before, you said Matir Asurim. So the rabbi says, then you don't make a bracha Matir Asurim anymore. Because Zokef Kefufim already obviously, if you already arose, that means I'm not anymore. Remember, when do you say Matir Asurim? When he, I guess, is free to, when did he say that bracha? Remember that? Matir Asurim? When he, here. Yeah, Kishiyashev, Yivarech Matir Asurim. So what did we say? When he sits down on the bed, he says Matir Asurim. Why is that significant? Because I guess when you were laying, you were asur. What's asur means? Jailed. Mm-hmm. Jailed means you have no motion. You have no freedom of motion. So when you're laying in bed, it's like you have no motion, no freedom of motion, right? When you sleep, can you get up? No, your body is turned off. Yeah. Your body is not functioning. So when you sit up, it's Matir Asurim. But then when you get up, you do Zokef Kefufim. But now that what's his name, right? That he says that when you arise, you say Zokef Kefufim. So now you might say. So the rabbi says when you say Zokev, right? When you Zokef already, when you upright, then you say that bracha. So the rabbi says if you made a mistake, now again, what about in our days? Lo yivarchena. So there's a difference over here, different tet and zeh. Okay, he's explaining already. But again, so today we have Baruch Hashem, the Sidurim. The question is, people say brachot by heart. I never said brachot by heart. No, I never do. I'm saying it for over 30 years, and I know them by heart, right? You should know them by heart. You hold them Shemana Esrei by heart. This you cannot say by heart. Never say this by heart. And Baruch Hashem, 99.999%, I don't say Birkat Hamazon by heart. Always, from the Sidur. So certain things, you can always say Basidur, this is one of them, right? And sometimes if I say some, maybe because I was I didn't have a siddur or something. Then you get me babel.
I like to say Asher Yatzar with the Siddur.
Okay, I wish I was not like that tzaddik. That's a big tzaddik. If you could say Asher Yatzar with a siddur, it's a big tzaddik. All the time?
I have a lake right there, close by.
What about you if you're not at work? Working
I
at
walk.
a restaurant or something? Huh?
I'll have like the Siddur app, and I'll
Wow,
right
it's
there.
amazing. That's a good tzaddik. That's a tzaddik.
I like to see the words. I don't want to like.
Yeah, of course. Very, very prevalent. My remember the Rebbitzin and my rabbi's wife actually. My rabbi's wife, the Rebbitzin, she was like, my husband says we got Amazon by heart. Avram, she tells me in the meal. Avram, make sure you never say it by heart. Stick to me. The rabbi was saying it by heart. She's like, Avram, make sure you never say it by heart. We got Amazon. Okay, Baruch Hashem. Listen to the Rebbitzin. יש נוהגים לברך הנותן ליאב כוח ואין דבריהם נראים. What? אך המנהג פשוט בבני אשכנזים לאומרה. וואו. נותן ליאב כוח. Do we say the bracha? Of course we say the bracha. Maran says not to say the bracha. I think we do.
Which one? In the morning.
Yeah, she says not to say it.
Why?
I don't know. Very good question. ואין דבריהם נראים. I don't know why. Haggah says it's פשוט, the Ashkenazim say it, and I know we say it, הנותן ליאב כוח. Okay. All right. זין, יש נוהגים לברך ברכות אחרות נוספות על אלו וטעות הוא בידם. Whoa. The rabbi only mentioned a few brachot. We have like 19 brachot. And טעות בידם. So I guess somewhere along the line. Again, the rabbi says over here, he's not coming here to change the minhagim. I guess we have minhagim. We say it. We continue saying it. Chet. Again, we'll delve into it the second round. Second round. כל הברכות האלו, אם לא נתחייב באחת מהן, all these blessings, of course we don't follow that also, that if you don't have obligations in one of them, כגון, שלא שמע כל תרנגול, או שלא הלך, או לא לבש, או לא חגר, או אומר אותה ברכה בלא הזכרת השם. אומר אותה ברכה. So the rabbi is of a different opinion. Look, we don't have that. We don't follow Maran in this, obviously. Maran says if you did not fulfill these actions, all the brachot that he did mention, right, a few of them, he says if you did not fill out, if you didn't hear the rooster, who hears the rooster today? You patur from the bracha. No, we have it. We say it all the time. So that will probably be followed like the Rabbah. So what does he say? According to Maran, it's a bracha levatala. I'm surprised that we don't follow that. Omer ota bracha b'lo askarat Hashem. You say it like you say it, the whole nusach. You have to say the whole thing without baruch atah Hashem. You just say it. Okay. Haga yesh omrim da'afilu no nitchayev bahen mevarech otan. דהן הברכה דווקא לעצמו, אלא מברכים שהקדוש ברוך הוא ברא צורכי העולם וכן המנהג ואין לשנות. The Rama says no, that it's not what we follow, and the reason we don't follow it because all the Birkot HaShachar is not only for what happens to you, it's for the whole world. It's the whole world, right? That's what Hashem does. Now, it's also, is it a bracha levatala when say on Tisha B'Av? You said bracha shasari koter keep, a mistake. Is it bracha levatala? Yes or no? It's a big all the discussions. Is it for the whole world? The whole world is regular. Are we carrying the whole world for the goyim? Are we carrying the whole world for us? So there's all but the big discussions. However, wherever we don't say certain brachot, so then that we don't say. But looks like we don't follow Maran in this concept that if we don't have certain actions, we do always the 19 brachot, all the 18, 19 brachot, whatever that's there. לא יקרא פסוקים קודם ברכת התורה, אף על פי שהוא אומרן דרך תחנונים. Rabbi says here, you're not allowed to read any psukim before you say Birkot Torah, right? So we had a big discussion. I had a Tehillim program. You hear Reb Chaim? You want to hear this Tehillim program? It's a beautiful Tehillim program. Some people know about it. A lot of people sponsor this, Baruch Hashem. You had 253 kinderach finishing Tehillim in Lakewood every day in 2 minutes. 10 psukim each.
Yeah, because they're halakim.
That's right. I designed a new Tehillim splitting.
In the shul in Israel, they do it every Shabbat.
Right, but they 30, they have 30 halakim. Some people created like 22, 33, whatever. I have a new division, people talk about my Rabbanim, that we split it into 253 halakim.
Wow.
10 psukim to each child, according to the Asara Dibrot. Yeah, every child would say 10 psukim. So the question arose, can the boys say Birkot HaShachar in the morning? Can they say Birkot HaShachar in the morning and say Tehillim before they go to school? The problem is, yeshivas were not allowing in Lakewood to say Birkot HaShachar at home. Right? So I went to Rabbi Shustel. I said, where is this coming from? I said, and he said, oh, I said, wait a minute, Rabbi Shustel, a child in chinuch, you could say 1,000 times a day, Birkot HaShachar. Al chinuch. What's the problem?
There you go.
And he said, yes, you're right, Akka. He said, you're right. I said, what does it mean? So you say the child here, I went to Rabbi Shmuel Kamenetsky, and he says, yes, the boy should say Birkot HaShachar at home, and they should say the Tehillim, and that's it. Mazepo. Because what happened?
Rabbi Kamenetsky?
Rabbi Shmuel Kamenetsky, yeah, I spoke to him.
You knew him?
Of course I know, yeah, of course. So when I published Rosh Hashiva Paskin, that the kids say Tehillim in the morning before they go to school, because what happened was that they come home, they get busy and this and that, they forget to call, they forget to say.
Yeah.
And so they get Paskin, no problem. We had 7 months. In 7 months, my group accomplished, you ready? Achieved over 43,000 Tehillims. In 7 months. I want to do such a program here soon. Once I'm more established a little bit. It costs so much money. It cost me, just enticing those kids cost me about $7,000 a month. Yeah. I had to raise money, balagan, chocolates, ice cream, whatever you, prizes, just, and there's a whole, I have a system, I created a program, that cost me the money program, the whole thing. I have it on, I still have it on a chesed organization. I have a website. 253 kids saying Tehillim every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it counts for them, Kiilo, they said the whole Tehillim. Why? Because from the Nesiim. You know the Nesiim, right?
Yeah.
So the Nesiim, each Nesi did only one job out of 12 days.
Right.
But the Gemara says each one got tzachar for the whole Mishkan. Even though they only did, they needed 112. They did only 112. But since they were all participated to make one, so the Chazal, the Rabbi Zafrani says that's how we know that each person who does hashlamat, let's say you say, they have Tehillim groups, right? 100 people spending Tehillim in one day, whatever they have. But the whole say, each person says a perek. Or something, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So all the people get a schar for the whole Tehillim. Yeah. Just by participating, whatever.
Or Sefer Devarim.
Or Sefer Devarim. I'm trying to work. I did that also right now. I'm working right now. I have a program where 80 kids say 12 psukim, Sefer Devarim. Have a good day. 80 children, 80 boys or girls say Sefer Devarim in 5 minutes. All day. 80 boys, 12 psukim. Just read it.
Yeah.
They read it. Do hashlama. Why 12 psukim? Why 12 psukim? Because Rabbi Pinto said that all the shvatim have to come back. All 12 shvatim have to come back to Eretz Kodesh. So if you do 12, so it's like this. Sefer Devarim has 558 psukim. Machlokes. 59, 58. There's difference of opinions. How do you count the psukim or whatever? So it's 900. As I said, 960 divided by 12. How do you do that? Why 960? So you add from the Breshit. You go back. I think one pasuk we add from Breshit, and that's how we have, what's his name? 960 psukim divided into 12 by 80. 80 people could finish Sefer Devarim in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I tried to raise money over here for that. Right away I got a opposition. Rabbi, why we have to pay kids to read it? Yeah, you crazy person. I feel sorry for such people. Kids, you have to bribe them. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You have to bribe the kids. That's what the whole business is. So here you say, that's the question. Here the Rabbi says, you're not allowed to. Here the Rabbi says, even the Chanunim, you're not allowed to read Sefer Tehillim until you say Birkot HaShachar's mashma. יש אומרים שאין לחוש כיוון שאין אומרים אלא דרך החנונים, ונכון לחוש לסברה ראשונה. The Rabbi says no, even though it's the Chanunim, even though you're reading Tehillim for the Chanunim, whatever it is, say Birkot HaShachar. However, let's see what Haggah says, then I'll tell you what the Shai says. Haggah, אבל המנחה כסברה אחרונה, שהרי בימי הסליחות, מתפללים הסליחות, ואחר כך מברכים על התורה, עם סדר שאר הברכות. So the Rabbi Haggah says over here, difference of opinion, that Ashkenazim don't have the Akpada, even though I just brought you the whole Machlokes in Lakewood and the whole thing with Rabbi Shmuel Kamenetsky, they had this, you shouldn't say Tehillim before they still brought HaTorah. But here you see that you could say Tehillim, according to Haggah. וכן בכל יום כשנכנס לבית הכנסת אומרים כמה פסוקים בתחנונים ואחר כך מברכים על התורה. So you see that the Ramah does not agree with Lakewood. Or you should say the other way around. ונהגו לסדר ברכת התורה מיד אחר ברכת אשר יצר, and Ashkenazim, that's what Ashkenazim do. They do ברכות התורה right after אשר יצר. ואין לשנות, that's the מנהג. ושחרית אחר שמע ישראל, ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. כי לפעמים שוכחים את קריאת שמע לקרותה שלא בזמנה ויוצא בזה. That's why Ashkenazim even say, they say ברכות התורה, they say קריאת שמע, some of the Sidurim read it out, and then they say ברכות השחר after they come to shul. Okay? Now, as I promised you, I'm going to tell you what Maran Ben Ish Chai says. Ben Ish Chai is of an opinion you're not allowed to. The moment you wake up in the morning, you're not allowed to say a word until you set the entire Bekodah Shachar. A word. And he says that it goes to Sitra Achra, that any word you say, it gives a koach to Sitra Achra, to the evil powers of this world. And he is a very makbit. Very makbit. So in olden days, we talked about the rooster earlier today. The rooster calls out, right? So let's say it was by usually closer to the chatzot than not, because remember it's 7 calls that he does every hour, whatever, hour and hour. So it's obvious over here that Ben Ish Chai is of opinion. They used to go to sleep literally as nightfall, and they would all wake up by chatzot, right after chatzot, and that's it. That was the day. Start learning. Tikkun chatzot, learning, and B'ezrat Hashem should give us that strength to do the same thing. And obviously, let's daven that Am Yisrael should be strong, and Hashem should give a lot of parnasah, a lot of shefa, without any suffering. All the tenants should pay rent on time, without any headaches. That's not.
Hashem reverses inflation.